What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Mike and this is Mike's Gourmet Kitchen. Today we're going to be preparing an absolutely amazing rosemary rotisserie chicken. It's going to be stuffed with some bell peppers, carrots, mushrooms, all that lovely goodness. Please stay tuned. What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I haven't put out a video for a while, we've been quite busy, but today we're going to be preparing an absolutely amazing roasted chicken. It's going to be rosemary flavored and garlic, So we're going to start off with basting the entire chicken with some olive oil, just to allow all the spices we're going to be applying later to stick to the meat. You want to grab your basting fork and make sure that you rub in the oil between all the joints, just to allow all the moisture to actually cook the meat. We're going to start by stuffing the chicken as well. We're going to be using carrots, some bell peppers and mushrooms, which you're going to be chopping up in a few seconds. And you're going to try to stuff it as compact as possible, allowing all that moisture to actually cook the vegetables, and the moisture from the vegetables will actually also help to cook the meat in return. Grabbing our chicken again, we're just going to go ahead now and just stuff it with those vegetables as we said earlier. I did take out one or two of the carrots, there was not enough space inside the chicken. The chicken is still a bit frozen, so it was a bit tough to maneuver inside. You'll see I did not apply any seasoning on the inside, I only applied the seasoning to the outside of the meat. The reason I did that was, if you apply too much seasoning inside the meat, when you cook the meat it tends to pool inside the moisture, inside the cavity of the chicken, and you end up with this big salty brine mixture on the inside of the meat. It just looks horrible and it doesn't taste too great. We're just using some sprigs of rosemary, just plunging them in wherever we can throughout the meat, just to ensure all that nice flavor that we want from the rosemary just stays inside the chicken. The rub that I'm using for the chicken is a rosemary and garlic blend. It's just dried up rosemary, some garlic powder, turmeric and salt. Okay, we're just flipping it over, doing it from both sides. You want to make sure there's a nice thick crust of seasoning. A lot of the seasoning will fall off in the rotisserie while it's rotating. Okay, now getting the chicken ready to go onto those spikes. Fun tip for this is if you do not have a rotisserie spike like this or a skewer, you can just use something very similar to that. If you've got the motor to turn the rotisserie, you can actually just take a long piece of round bar or round tubing and you can fasten the meat to the tubing using some normal hardware wire. It actually works very well. We used to do it on the farm when I was younger. We are going to be adjusting the chicken quite a bit. As you cook it, it does shrink down with all the moisture and it starts to shrink inwards, and we just constantly readjust the spikes to make sure the chicken doesn't just spin around on the rotisserie. There we can see it's all done. Beautiful. Now I'm leaving it on the grill outside on low speed for about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. I did turn the heat down a bit. It's a bit high now at the moment to ensure we can get the skin nice and crispy. And there we can see all that beautiful color. And this was already after half an hour. By the end of this, it looks absolutely amazing. Just look at that amazing piece of meat. The skewer was still a bit hot. I did maneuver it out. The smart move would have probably been to just take some oven mitts or something, just take it apart, but yeah, not in my house. We do things a tough way. Alright, so we ended up removing the skewer from the meat and just started chopping it up. Look at that absolutely amazing color, cooked all the way through. It was so tender and juicy on the inside. The meat is so soft. I had to be careful not to rip out its leg. Yeah, there's the evident proof that this chicken was so soft. Okay, there you go. You can see the beautiful roasted chicken that we just pulled off the grill. It was on there. I left it for about an hour and 45 minutes approximately. It wasn't low heat, just to get the skin nice and crispy. And I did cook the chicken from, it was still semi-frozen. Reason for that is, it heats up the water inside of the chicken and actually steams it from the inside, which makes for this delicious, decadent chicken. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. As you can see, the meat was so soft, it just fell off the bone. But I did grab one of the pieces here. Let's grab a bite. Wow. That is so soft, it did not dry out. All the flavor is so amazing. You taste the rosemary. Another thing that I did do is, I grabbed 2 sprigs of rosemary, put them on fire and actually let the smoke inside the grill. All that rosemary smoke just it went inside the meat of the chicken and gives an absolutely amazing flavor. But that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe. Cheers.